Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the last stage of the sales funnel, which is the bottom of the funnel, right? We've talked about the top, we've talked about the middle, and now we are at the bottom of the funnel. So we'll be diving deep into the BOFU. This is where the magic happens, right? All your efforts into nurturing leads, all your hard work trying to retain this customer, trying to build trust. This is where they pay out. You are now to turn them into paying customers. I mean, if all our effort is not for them to buy something, then why then should we, you know, why then should we nurture and engage with them? So this is where we turn them into paying customer. I want you to understand that your audience are well educated and they have shown genuine interest, right? They are also at the verge of making a decision, but your job here is to provide them with the final push to help them take action and choose the sale. Convert these interested leads into paying customers by reinforcing the value of your product or service, and also alleviate any final doubts and offering incentives to take action. Yes, you are to turn them to paying clients. You are to cajole them to make the decision to take the decision of either purchasing your product or subscribing to your community or whatever the case may be. And also you are to help them in answering any questions they might have, and as well alleviating, taking away objection, right? Some will want to come out with some excuses. Some will want to come up with complaints. Your job here is to alleviate all this. So what will you be learning? You'll be learning what BOFU means. You'll be learning how to close your offer the right way. You'll be learning how to make sales page, how to make your sales page compelling and converting. You'll be learning the structure of successful sales page. You'll be learning how to drive sales using scarcity and urgency, and you'll be learning how to turn doubts and objections into opportunity. What is BOFU? BOFU means the bottom of funnel. Bottom of funnel, right? This is the final stage of the sales funnel where your leads are ready to make purchase and to take desired action, such as signing up for a service, downloading a product, or committing to a subscription. Your goal here, your ultimate goal here, all your effort in this bottom is to close the sale, is to make them purchase, is to make them subscribe. You might be asking, how do I disclose my offer? How do I show my offer? How do I now disclose to them that all this my content I'm creating, my nurturing content, free and valuable stuffs I'm giving them are because I want to sell to them. So how do I disclose that? To disclose that, you must have a sales page. Your sales page is the primary point where prospects decide whether or not to take the desired action, right? Your sales page, your sales page involves heading, it involves body, it involves call to action, testimonials, and this is where the prospect needs to be convinced. Your prospect here needs to be convinced that your offer is the solution to their problem. So the question is, what is the anatomy? What is the structure of a sales page? And as well, how do I make my sales page compelling and converting? Because this is where my prospect will decide whether or not to take action. The first step is for you to craft a compelling sales page, persuasive and eye landing sales page. You can look at the left there. An example of a sales page. Your sales page should be designed with the intention to convince leads that your product or service is the best solution to their problem, right? Every element of it should build trust to add credibility, to establish credibility, and as well make the sale. You can add testimonial. We'll be looking at that. We can add um, urgency and scarcity. So the second is the structure, the anatomy of a successful sales page. What are the structure of a successful sales page? It must have an headline. The first is the headline. The headline must be the headline is the first thing your visitor gets to see, right? The headline is the first thing, and it must address the pain points, offer solution, and spark curiosity. For example, if your headline says discover the secret to doubling your website traffic in just 30 days. Whoa, I would want to read that. I would want to, you know, discover that. Right. So I've actually made a video on the top headline, and I also have a book, an ebook that talks about the top headline you can use. So you can click the link below this video. Then the second is testimonial. Testimonial. Social proof is one of the things that build trust. Once your sales page, your sales letter has testimonial in it, oh, forget about it, right? It builds trust automatically, and your audience, whosoever is within that sales page, are 70% likely to take action. For example, you can say since John was using our tool, he has increased his sales by 150%. And then you write the name and the company of the person that used it, right? So when you write something like that for your sales page, it boosts trust. It increases the likelihood for someone to make page purchase. The third is the CTA, call to action. In fact, I have an entire video and an ebook that talks extensively on CTAs, right? CTAs are the buttons or links that prompt user to take the next step, right? For example, buy now, get started, claim your offer. Ensure that your CTA are prominent, and it also encourage urgency. For example, you can say click here to unlock your special offer before it's gone. That before it's gone alone, right? It has sparked some sense of urgency. If I don't take that action, I might miss out on something. That's what we call FOMO. We'll be seeing that when we talk about scarcity and urgency. Number three, ensure that your user can easily navigate the page and that there's no confusion about how to make a purchase. Having too many links before the person can make purchase will only confuse the audience and discourage them from taking actions, from purchasing their product. Say for instance, you asked me click here to download now, and I clicked to download. It took me to another sales page, and then began to talk about something, and I enjoyed and get that sales page, and also say it says subscribe or download now, click here to download now, and I clicked it again, and I click it again, and it takes me to an entire different sales page. I'll just get discouraged and stop the whole process. I will not make purchase. So just make it easily make it such that it can be easily navigated, right, for your audience to make purchases. So now we are talking about driving sales using urgency and scarcity. How do I drive sales using urgency and scarcity. Those two techniques are very effective when you want your audience, your customer to make an outright payment. Driving sales using urgency and scarcity. Humans are naturally inclined to act quickly when they believe something is limited or scarce. So, example of some scarcity and urgency. Somebody said there was a particular time that he wanted to buy egg, and the egg was sold. A crate was sold for um 10,000. So when he went to buy the egg that day, they sold it around um 16,000. When he asked the cashier, why is it 16,000 instead of 10,000? And the cashier said, the egg is limited, right? Like the egg, they don't have enough egg for that. The egg is scarce, right? So that's why they have to increase the price. And he just bought one crate, and normally he would buy five crates. So he just bought one crate and went home. And then he told his wife that egg is now 16,000. They said is scarce. So his wife told him, quickly go and get four other crates so that we can have enough. And so the man rushed back to the supermarket to get four crates extra. And when he got there, the eggs are all gone. That is an example of scarcity. Perhaps the egg might not be scarce, but then that scarcity that the eggs are limited, and also the increasing of prices sparks some sense of urgency in the hearts of the consumers, right? And as a result, they sold the egg. So quitting sense of urgency can as well increase your chances of your audience making purchases. What are the methods of creating urgency and scarcity? The first is the psychology of limited time offer and scarcity. Right, when you use scarcity and urgency, you tap into the fear of missing out of your audience, which is powerful motivator that can increase the likelihood of a conversion. Right. The truth is, most people are more likely to act when they believe they might lose an opportunity. For example, when you say it's limited time offer, only five left in stock, order now to secure yours, right? It it sparks some sense of urgency that if they don't buy now, they miss out. We call that FOMO, fear of missing out. Number two is implement countdown timers, exclusive offers, and bonuses. Countdown timers is one of the most effective way of closing a deal, right? When you say something like this offer ends in 12 hours, don't miss out. 12 hours, don't miss out. It creates a sense of urgency, right? And I want to, and whenever you add a countdown timer, don't extend it, right? The moment you extend it, you breach the trust, right? You lose the trust you've built, right? You must be faithful to your words. Offer exclusive offers, right? You can offer free services, you can offer incentives that comes with your offer, and as well bonus incentives like a free ebook when you purchase a marketing toolkit today, right? Free consultation, right? Free mentorship, you'll be added to the community, stuffs like that. Those are the way to create irresistible offer. So now, how do we turn doubts and objections into opportunities? Right? You hear a lot of objections like the price is too much, like I'm not sure whether this will deliver as promised, stuff like that. So how do you turn all these doubts and objections into opportunity? Even at BOFU stage, leads may still have lingering doubts or objection about your product or service. Addressing these concerns head-on in a way that turns them into opportunities for further engagement and trust building can make all the difference in closing sales. The first is price concern. For example, when the customer says the price is expensive, you are to emphasize the long-term benefits and value your offer has, right? Show them show them how it's an investment and how it will pay off. For example, you can say, think of this like an investment that will pay you for itself by boosting your productivity and saving time. Right? Emphasize the long term value whenever somebody says something is expensive. Number two objection is they might say something like, how do I know it will work for me? Right? Fear of commitment. How will I know it will work for me? You are to reassure them that you should reassure your leads by offering risk-free trials, money-back guarantees, or clear return policies. You can say, not sure, try it for 30 days free. If you're not satisfied, we'll refund you, right? Offer risk-free trials or money-back guarantee, we'll return your money, right? Or clear return policy, right? Most times, this product will deliver, right? And and there will be no um return issue. There will be no return issue. But you need to state this here that in order to alleviate the fears of your customers. Number three, a lack of trust. If your lead is hesitant due to lack of trust, offer reviews, testimonial, and case study to reinforce the effectiveness and reliability of your product. For example, here is what other customers have said about how our products transform their business. Whenever you're having trust issue, just use case study of those that have used the product and has seen success improvement as a result of the product. The second stage is use social proof, review and guarantee to eliminate hesitation. Use guarantee to eliminate hesitation. Social proof display user-generated content such as review, rating, or social media mention to build trust and credibility, right? Through the use of social media post or video. For example, you can say join over 1,000 satisfied customers who have successfully used our platform to scale their business. When you say that, they feel you can be trusted and you close deal. You can also use money back guarantee, right? Offer them that you return their money if this product doesn't deliver, right? If you don't see result within 30 days, I'll give you back your money, right? No question asked. And like I said earlier, most times they don't return. And most times, if you know what you are giving them, issue, nobody will get to return. Nobody will get because the product delivers. And most importantly, always over deliver. Add benefits, a lot of benefits to whatever you are offering. So congratulations on your mastery of sales funnel. If you've done the BOFU, if you've done the TOEFL, MOFU, BOFU, congratulations on your mastery of sales funnel.